Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily Freybler. So today's video, I'm going to give a little bit of a story time slash acne update. So if you're new here, I have struggled with acne now for years and years and years, like since, I don't know, 2015, it kind of started, 2016. Painful cystic acne. I believe that my acne started because I got the Nexplanon birth control implant. It was fine for a while, and then, I started getting cystic acne. I got that out, thought that hopefully would fix it. Went back on my previous birth control, that didn't help. I have a bunch of other videos on my channel about my skin, so I will link those down below for you guys because I don't want to get into like literally everything. But since being off of Nexplanon and stuff, I have figured out the last few years something that works for me most of the time. But it honestly, this year was kind of stopping working in the winter. So let's see. Well, I tried skin cycling in October. That was really stupid because as someone who struggles with acne, I've used salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide and all these acids basically for exfoliating for a very long time. So why do I think skin cycling would work for me? Basically, I would use them every day. So that was stupid. So my acne came back with a vengeance. Again, kind of got it under control, but it was still pretty bad in the winter. And that is something, my acne is definitely always worse in the winter. So I finally said, you know what, after, 8 years, I'm gonna go to a dermatologist. I've never been to a dermatologist. I've always just tried to do it on my own, other than I did do almost like a teledoc type thing, kind of like Zoom doctor thing. It was probably 2016, 2018, around that time. I was on doxycycline, had clindamycin gel. That did help for a while, but again, that doesn't help acne. Those are both antibiotics. And you can't be on antibiotics for a long period of time. Then, if you guys follow Katie Hearn or Hayden Schneider, they have a brand called Alani Nu, and they came out with Balance. And Balance has helped me so much, you guys. I still love this product. I think it works for so many people, and it worked for me for a very long time. I've been taking this now had been taking it for probably 3 years. Balance is so good for balancing your hormones. A lot of people use this for complexion, hormone balance. A lot of people, if you're trying to get pregnant, people say this works really well, but you can also use it on birth control. I've been on birth control this whole time. But it's just really great at balancing your hormones. So this has been amazing for me. Cleared my skin for the most part, and I would just get some breakouts. But again, every winter it would just kind of come back. Not like the huge cystic acne, but I would still get multiple zits a week. Not cystic, but still multiple zits, still clogged pores. And I was using all of the right salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, all of that kind of stuff. Still struggling with clogged pores. I was on different gel for a really long time, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, let me go to a dermatologist, see what they say. Honestly, I thought going into it, they would put me on spironolactone. I wanted to give that a shot, and I was hoping they would give me tretinoin. So I go into the dermatologist, okay? This part just gets me every time. So I go in there, and before I go in, they have me fill out a questionnaire, and they're like, why are you here? And I say acne, all this stuff. So the nurse comes in and she asks me, she takes a picture of my skin, and then she says, how long have you been struggling with acne? And I said, I don't know, 7-8 years, forever, basically. She's like, oh, wow, okay. And she was like, have you been on anything for it? I obviously told her doxycycline and clindamycin back in the day, it's been a long time. And she was like, okay. The dermatologist comes in with I don't know, her assistant or something, and literally she introduces herself and starts spitting off her treatment plan. She didn't even look at my skin other than a photo. She didn't ask me what skincare products I'm on. She didn't ask me what, anything about my history with acne. And I was kind of okay. And I did, I was like, okay, I already use these skincare products, blah, blah, because she was giving me a treatment plan for my skin and also spironolactone. And I was like, okay, well, I'm using all this stuff already. Like, and she was like, yeah, you can keep using benzoyl peroxide and the toning pads once a day instead of twice. So I get the spironolactone, have to pay like $10. And then what else did I get from there? Oh, tretinoin, have to pay like $10. Totally fine with that. Spironolactone, I also had to get blood work to see like if your levels are correct. Something about like your kidneys and stuff like that. When you're on the medicine, she did tell me that I would have like slight dizziness potentially from standing up on spironolactone. And I was like, great, because I get like weird lightheadedness sometimes anyway. I'm like, great, that's gonna definitely happen to me. That actually didn't happen, which was great. And then I get the tretinoin, and then the clindamycin, they wanted me to do the lotion. That has all these issues with my insurance. So they try to do an override type of thing. That doesn't work. So I finally get the gel. Again, my insurance covers it, so it's not like $80, $90, but it's still like another $10. So that's another like $30. Paid about $40 for my visit, okay? So I'm like $70 in, right? I'm glad I got the tretinoin. Let's just say that. I got 0.025%. For my first time using tretinoin, I can understand that that's okay, but I do think I could use a higher percentage because I've used it from the start, day one, every single night, and never had any dryness or irritation, which is great, but a lot of people's skin needs time to tolerate tretinoin. I stopped taking Balance when I start taking spironolactone, okay? And let's just say that went horribly wrong. So I'm taking spironolactone. We have friends come into town. I've taken it for maybe 4 days at this point. I have to take 2 capsules a day, 50 milligrams. And we have friends coming into town on a Thursday, and I've taken it maybe 3 or 4 days at this point, and I'm just exhausted. I usually clean the whole house before guests come. I just like it nice and clean when they come, especially because a lot of the people that visit haven't seen our house in a long time, and we've done a lot of stuff to it. Anyway, I cleaned the whole house. I'm exhausted, you guys. Like, I need a nap, basically, before they come. I'm laying down. I'm just so tired. I have to drink a Diet Coke at, like, 6 p.m. I'm very tired. The whole weekend I was tired, but, you know, we're up drinking. We're hanging out. We're staying up really late. So I wasn't thinking anything of it, really. Well, then after they leave on Sunday, I'm exhausted this whole next week. I'm just so tired, and I'm thinking, okay, at the beginning of the week, my body's adjusting, right? And in the midst of this, I'm training for a 10K. So I've done, I think, 2 weeks of the training before our friends came into town. And the last run before they came into town, I think it was that Thursday that I was exhausted. I had to do 3.5 miles, and I died, you guys. I died. I felt like I couldn't do it. It was so awful. And I was just kind of attributed it to the fact that this was my only second week training, and running's not really my forte. We get into that next week after they left, and I'm just like, something's not right, you guys. I was sleeping 11 hours at night and still tired throughout the day and taking a nap. I was exhausted, and like so fatigued. I felt so down, like no will to do anything, no motivation. Like, I felt like I was going to go into like a depressive state if I kept taking it. I was just it was not good for me. So I stopped taking it. I took 1 pill on Friday because Caleb's birthday, my boyfriend's birthday, was that Sunday. So we had plans all weekend. And I'm like, if I am exhausted and I just want to lay in bed all weekend, 1, I don't want to do that. 2, I would feel awful that it's his birthday weekend and I just want to lay in bed all weekend. And 3, this must not be good for me if I'm this fatigued. So I started looking stuff up online. Sure enough, I find a Reddit thread with a bunch of people saying same thing happened to them, super fatigued, don't have any motivation, don't want to do anything. Some people said only take 1 pill. Some people said their body adjusted to it. I don't know, but it was not working for me. And the other thing that I noticed later, honestly, kind of after I stopped taking it, because obviously while I was taking it, I could not work out. That whole week after they left, our friends left, I couldn't work out at all. I tried doing a Peloton workout, and I do Peloton workouts a lot. I picked a 20-minute low-impact ride because I was thinking, okay, I'm really tired. I'll just do that. I couldn't get through 5 minutes of it, you guys. I quit after 5 minutes. I've never quit a Peloton ride in my life. So the fact that I did that, I was like, something's severely wrong. And so it just was not good. Now afterwards, after I got like a clearer head and I actually started, you know, we were going on walks and all that stuff, my knees, like my joints hurt so bad. Like, we would have to jog across the road to, you know, cross the road, and my knees would hurt barely jogging. I'm like, that's got to be from the medicine. After I stopped taking it for like a week or two and it finally went out of my system, my knees stopped hurting. So it had to have been another symptom, which is just crazy to me. No one ever said anything about any of that. They were like, you're going to have lightheadedness. And then the pharmacy called me and said, oh, you're going to be going to the bathroom a lot. You're going to be peeing a lot because it's a diuretic, basically. And I'm like, okay. Needless to say, I'm not going back to the dermatologist. I have 2 refills of the tretinoin. The tretinoin has been great for my skin, and those I will continue to use. I'm not doing the clindamycin gel. I obviously stopped taking spironolactone. So that's the only thing I want is the tretinoin, because I do think that's good for my skin. But in the future, after these refills are done, which will take a long time, I'm going to do the online RX thing because I can't do this anymore, you know. So I was extremely discouraged by dermatologists, or this dermatologist, like so discouraged. The fact that they only want to push pills down your throat. So I called, by the way, which I have a bunch of vlog footage for all of this stuff. I just want to lay out the timeline and then I'll probably insert some of those clips. It has been 2 weeks since I started using prescription stuff for my acne, and I was prescribed spironolactone. It's such a hard word to say, but I was prescribed that 50 milligrams twice a day. I took it for about 10 days and I had to stop. So I called my doctor today and hopefully they get back to me about what to do. I stopped taking it Friday, it's Tuesday. And I'm starting to feel so much better. So that's great in that sense. But then where does this go for acne journey, you know? So as you can see, my skin is breaking out a lot right now. This is the worst it's been in a long time. Cystic parts, stuff like that. Other than that though, like my forehead has been very clear other than a few clogged pores. And then the rest of this stuff, I feel like it's just all kind of coming to the surface. And I know the tretinoin can do that. So that sucks, obviously, but like it's not that big of a deal. So today is March 1st. So that is 8 days, I believe, since I last came on here. And here's what my skin's looking like. It's definitely better than that last video. These are all cysts that are like going down. They're not active cysts anymore, which is amazing. I had like 5 at one point right here. And then this side has been pretty clear now for a little bit. I have a couple little breakouts here and like maybe one coming up like right here. Here's what happened. So I called my dermatologist, like I said in the last video, and they basically wanted to immediately prescribe me doxycycline. And I said, no, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that. I obviously couldn't take the spironolactone because my body absolutely hated it. So I said no to doxycycline. Antibiotics do not work for acne. They will work for a tiny bit and then they will make your acne come back with a vengeance. So in that sense, I also stopped using the clindamycin gel probably on Thursday or Friday of last week. Because I was like, that's also a topical antibiotic and I didn't want that to like kill all the good bacteria on my face. So I stopped using that as well. I was taking Valence for probably like 3 or 4 days just because I was like, maybe, you know, I still have like a bottle and a half of it. So I was like, maybe I'll try that. But I did a ton of research and I found some videos of people taking some other more natural supplements that could really help with acne. I will link them down below. One of them is Dr. Berg or something. and he has multiple videos about acne and clearing it basically from the inside, which is what obviously I would like to do. That's why Balance has been so great for me, because for the most part it has helped my skin and made it clear, but I still would get breakouts every single week, just not cystic ones most of the time. So here is what I'm taking right now for my acne. So Pantothenic Acid, there's tons of videos of people taking like an extra dose of this. That's not what I'm going to be doing right now, but there's people taking like 15 pills of these a day, because it's supposed to be like a, not a microdose, macrodose, I don't know, extra dose in it. I'm taking 2 of these a day. On here it says take 1 a day. I figured it should be okay. It's supposed to be kind of like Spironolactone, where you just kind of like pee it out. So it's not like it's gonna harm your body. Do your own research though. So this is vitamin B5. Supposed to be really good for acne. So I'm taking 2 of these a day. Then I'm also taking zinc 30 milligrams, and you want to take a lower dose of zinc. I've taken zinc in the past for acne and just in general, and it's made me nauseous. So I only take 30 milligrams, and then I'm also doing it obviously with food and a lot of water so that I don't feel nauseous. And then the other thing is extra virgin cod liver oil, which sounds really weird, but it's supposed to be a really good source of vitamin A, which if you know anything about like Accutane is a very extreme drug for acne, has a lot of side effects, but it has a very good like success rate, and it's a synthetic form of vitamin A. So this is a natural form of vitamin A. This is expensive, but I wanted to get the extra virgin one because that's what that doctor says. We'll see if I need that in the future. I might just switch to just a regular form of it. But this is like obviously a better quality version. Luckily for me though, Amazon messed up and they sent me 6 bottles when they were only supposed to send me 1. So I got a bunch of free ones, which was awesome for me. So I'm taking all of those every day. I'm taking 3 capsules of this, 1 tablet of zinc, and 2 tablets of the B5. Some other things that I'm doing for my acne, I'm trying to stay away from sugar. I got really into these sour strips, which I love sour candy so much, but I was eating way too much sugar. So I need to cut that out. Making sure I'm eating well, which I eat well most of the time anyway, but you know, make sure I'm getting lots of veggies in, and pretty much trying to do anything I can to make sure my acne clears up. I'm still using tretinoin on my face nightly. I do think that's helping a ton, especially on my forehead. My clogged pores are like not really there up here. There's maybe a few, which is amazing, and my clogged pores are starting to get so much better over here. So tretinoin is definitely helping with the whole clogged pore issue, because even when I was on Balance, I would still get a lot of clogged pores, even though I was using exfoliants and all that kind of stuff. Hello, you guys. It is March 4th now. Last time I spoke to you guys, it was March 1st. I'm in basically the same area of the house. I'm just on the couch instead of on the floor. And I wanted to give you an update on my skin. So I did get 2 breakouts here that are like gone now. They're just, you know, pigmentation. And these ones are obviously getting so much better. This one down here is still kind of like a cyst. I can feel it under the skin. The rest of them are just healing and going away, which is perfect. Forehead has been staying clear, and on this side, I just got 1 more cyst right here. So far, I've been on those supplements I shared with you guys for almost a week, not quite a week. I started really consistently taking them on Monday because that's when the extra virgin cod liver oil came in, and today is Saturday morning, so I've taken it for like 5 days. I also will say I take vitamin D3, and I've taken that for, I don't even know, months and months now, just because the majority of the population is deficient in vitamin D. And when I was talking to my sister, I was like, you know what? My skin is always so much better in the summer. And then I was looking up more videos about acne on YouTube, and that Dr. Berg made a video about how vitamin D deficiency can cause acne. And I was like, mind blown, right? Just like didn't ever make the connection. I still think I need to take other supplements because I don't think that's the only thing that is causing my acne. But he suggested taking like 20,000 IUIs or something, 20,000 something. I don't remember the measurement. And the pill I've been taking is like 5,000. I'm not going to take 4 of those. I'm already taking a bunch of other stuff. So I did up it to 2. And then I'm just really trying to get sun. I mean, I'm still being very careful with sunscreen and all that kind of stuff, except for I did get burnt on my shoulders the other day. But I'm trying to be outside a lot more when it is sunny. And just that helps my mood immensely, but it also obviously will help my skin because, like I said, my skin is the best in the summer, and it gets so bad usually in the winter. And so that can make like total sense to me. So I just made that connection, and I just figured I would share it with you guys because I did a sulfur mask, which I got probably a month and a half ago. I will link it down below. It's on Amazon, and I really, really like it. I kind of forgot about it when my acne was like really, really bad. I just wanted to give all of the like the tretinoin and all of that an opportunity to do its thing without like adding in too many things. So I did that yesterday, and my skin loved it. Like this cyst definitely went down after that. So I'm going to continue using that probably once or twice a week. Oh, the other thing I'm starting to do is intermittent fast because, again, that Dr. Berg talks a lot about intermittent fasting for acne. And, you know, it's no secret that sugar can be a big component of acne, like excess sugar and like a poor diet. I'm not going to cut out all sugar. That's not going to happen. And he is a big proponent of the keto diet. Never going to be a thing for me. Like I literally cannot do that. I love carbs too much. I'm a vegetarian, or technically pescatarian, and I need to eat carbs. Like what else would I be eating, you know? So I'm going to still be eating a very carb heavy diet because of that, but I am intermittent fasting and doing mainly a 16-8, pushing it a little bit more, maybe like 17 or 18 hours, a couple days a week. I've only done that for like 4 days, but I'm going to try it out a little bit more and see how that goes. I'm trying a bunch of stuff, you guys. I know that's not going to be like conclusive for what exactly helped my acne, but if I can do a lot of stuff and it gets clear, I'm okay with that. Hi guys, it is March 6th now, which I believe is 3 days after I talked to you guys. And I wanted to give you an update on my skin. This is what we're looking like. So I have not had a new breakout now in like 3 days, which if you're someone who struggles with acne a lot, that's amazing. I don't have any new breakouts, and I've been taking those supplements that I talked about for a week now, and I think they're working. I was a little bit skeptical at first. Like I stopped taking Balance, and I've taken Balance for a really long time, a couple years now at this point. Yeah, I'm just really happy so far. I hope my skin stays like this. It keeps getting clearer. Obviously, I have so much pigmentation from all of those breakouts that I had, which will take a while to go away, but so far, so good. I will link everything that I'm taking down below for you guys. And let me show you my skin right now. Everything is clearing up, you guys. It has been, I think, 8 or 9 days since I've had a breakout now. So stuff's working, you guys. Stuff is working. And I'm so happy about that. Is my skin completely cleared? No, because I still have all this pigmentation, but no more breakouts. I do have some little cysts that just like take forever to go away that are just like still, you can feel them. But other than that, we're good. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will have an update video, I'm sure, in a few months, just to hopefully share how clear my skin is and just show you hopefully that this stuff works. I'm really crossing my fingers that I will have clear skin from here on out. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in a video very, very soon. Bye guys.